Long ago, the pale complexion of Snow White was once the height of fashion among the elite of Elizabethan England. Queen Elizabeth I's iconic alabaster makeup exemplified the 16th century beauty standard for women, where porcelain-like skin signified nobility and perfection. However, achieving that flawless appearance came at a high cost. Elizabeth's makeup was filled with lead, and she even used mercury on her lips. It's believed that this combination may have ultimately contributed to her death. Today we're exploring the connection between Elizabeth I and the toxic makeup practices of her time that may have led to her demise. But first, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tell us which historical figure you'd like to learn about next. In Elizabeth's era, pale, flawless skin was the ultimate sign of beauty. To create this look, Elizabeth used Venetian ceruse, a mixture of white lead and vinegar, which she applied to her face and neck. This concoction gave her skin an unnatural, smooth, porcelain-like quality, though likely with a faint scent of sour wine. Thanks to modern science, we now know that daily exposure to lead can lead to severe health issues, such as hair loss, skin damage, and eventually lead poisoning, which may have been Elizabeth's fate. But lead wasn't the only toxin in her makeup. The red lips of Elizabeth, much like those described in the story of Snow White, were achieved using cinnabar, a mineral that contains mercury. This gave her the bright red lips seen in portraits, but over time it poisoned her body. Lead and mercury worked together to deteriorate her skin, causing her to apply more and more makeup to hide the damage. Toward the end of her life, she was reportedly wearing makeup an inch thick. The symptoms of mercury poisoning, memory loss, mood swings, and depression were all things Elizabeth experienced in her later years. During the 16th century, it wasn't common to remove makeup daily. Elizabeth would wear her makeup for days or even weeks at a time, allowing the lead to absorb into her skin, turning it grey and causing wrinkles. When she finally removed it, she may have used a mixture containing mercury, eggshells, and alum, which further damaged her skin. As a young queen, Elizabeth didn't wear as much makeup, but after contracting smallpox in 1562, her face was scarred, leading her to rely heavily on cosmetics. At the time, many women used lead-based makeup to cover smallpox scars, including her friend, Mary Sidney. Elizabeth, aware of the scrutiny she was under as one of the few female rulers in English history, was determined to hide any imperfections. She even forbade unflattering portraits, ensuring artists painted her with youthful, flawless skin, regardless of her actual appearance. One well-known painting, the Darnley portrait from 1575, became a model for later depictions of Elizabeth, with artists reusing its idealized version of her face for years. This helped maintain her carefully crafted image even as age and illness took their toll. In her later years, Elizabeth wore wigs to hide her thinning hair, a secret that was revealed when the Earl of Essex saw her mostly bald head in 1599. As her health declined, she refused medical examinations and continued to wear her makeup and wigs until her death on March 24, 1603. While the exact cause of her death remains uncertain, some suggest cancer or pneumonia, it's possible that decades of exposure to lead and mercury contributed to her decline. One eerie tale even claims that her body swelled and burst in her coffin due to the toxins she had accumulated. While this story may be exaggerated, it serves as a reminder of the dangers of toxic beauty practices throughout history. Lead-based makeup, known as Venetian ceruse, remained popular until it was officially classified as a poison in 1634. Too late for Elizabeth and others who had already suffered its effects. So what do you think about Queen Elizabeth's deadly beauty routine? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching this video. Before we end the video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.